Welcome everyone to episode Small Continues. I just want to remind us to actually make the days count and actually not just count the days. Yes, I want us to actually learn how to rumble before we crumble. Yes, in life, we actually finish things at first, right? So let's say I wake up and I do my first task. Yes, and I actually have to like the success and enjoy the success from that task in order for me to actually feel good and actually optimistic about the next thing I'm going to do. So if I wake up, I brush my teeth, I take a shower, check through emails, I actually get on with my calendar and checklist. So now I'm actually optimistic about the fact that I can actually leave the house now and actually go do things that will actually make myself and my life very productive. And this is where I get the optimism for. In order for me to be positive when I meet people out, when I'm actually collaborating with people, mentoring people, coaching people, and actually selling products to people. And this is what we actually have to do, because majority of us start the first process, but we don't actually continue the process. So we actually do the gratitude part. So we wake up and we're thankful and we appreciate life. And now we actually stop. And we don't do anything optimistic about that stuff. We don't actually feel good about that stuff, and we just let that stop. And this is where the depression comes, and this is when the stress comes, because in between time we're seeing other people's life. In between time we're scrolling. In between time people are not reading our messages. In between time we're not getting the attention and validation that we seek for. And this is why we're not optimistic for any positivity to happen. So you're down and you're looking for something or somebody to jolt you up, because you can actually help yourself get up. So I want you to know this is you actually learning and cultivating the ability for you to actually make yourself appreciate your own company, because we'll spend more time with ourselves than with others. So when we learn to love our own company, and when we learn to enjoy our own company, we'll then be able to collaborate with people. Whenever we see people, this is when we become the person who is enthusiastic, because we've been able to understand who we are and be self-aware of our contributions. Yes, when I was an athlete and I was in the role of being a team captain, yes, somebody who actually had the ability to organize the team, lead the team from a spiritual standpoint, from a mental standpoint, and majority of the time from a physical standpoint, but also the person who can actually be bad cop, the person who could actually receive the penalty from the coach should the coach want to get to the team, and the person who could actually be the liaison between the coach and the team. So this is me cultivating the ability to actually do what? Do both. Actually be able to not be intimidated and still be able to be intimate with the responsibility of of being a leader.